When I see someone who could transform from being an internet personality and becoming an actress and becoming a comedian,
Tell them,
and becoming a rapper and becoming an entrepreneur, and she's doing it right in your face every single day. You can see her progress. You can see her valleys, and you can see her peaks. And all of it comes together, and it culminates into one special moment when they come into Sway in the morning, and they get into that valley of the hyenas, Tracy G, and show what they're made of. And that's what our next guest, 888-742-3345, B Simone, did that on Sway in the morning. Let's take a listen back. B Simone, Shade 45.
Look, just got a follow from Drake. Jada be all on my page, so what's it gonna take to realize that I am that bitch? But my God, he don't make no mistakes, and these rappers are lame and they flow is a shame. Rap bitches phony, they stealing my swagger, they free baby, run me my money. Made 6 figures this year, telling jokes, but really bitch ain't shit funny. Only been rapping 2 years, and my flow so unpredictable, so you know I gotta switch it up. No, I don't promote drugs, and I'm sober now, so it's only alkaline in my double cup. Whoa, rappers got me ZZZing, must be mediocre season. About to hit 2 mil on the gram. Now bitches wanna work and they begging and pleading. Nah, little bitch, LOL, he tried to fuck, epic fail. My ex all in my DMs, baby boy. That ship has sailed. All of my exes was hoes, so fuck all them X's and O's. Only freestyle for Sway, cause usually they got to pay for the flow.
There you go, B Simone, B Simone, B Simone.
say her name.
B Simone. You know what little girls say? I say, what you want to do when you get older? They say, I want to be Simone.
I see what you did there. Had to throw in a quick little bar. Okay, you felt inspired.
She only freestyles for Sway. You heard her. B Simone, welcome back to the show. How you doing, sis?
Oh, my God. Hey, y'all. That was the best intro ever. That was the best intro I have ever gotten on an interview.
Well, you know, well, I had to because I watch you and I follow you. And I'm a fan of yours, you know, in a supportive way. And I think you're...
I'm so glad to be back. I miss y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me.
Absolutely. I see all the great things you've been doing. I saw when you opened the office. I saw the boxes being delivered from whether it was the books or other products. I could have swore, Tracy, I might be mistaken. I was on your timeline, I want to say last week, and I saw you sitting on top of a Mercedes-Benz that was gift wrapped. Am I mistaken, B?
Yes.
What the hell?
I gave it away with another company, Go Giveaways. I did not pay for that BMW, but a nice young lady won. Her name is Devontae. We gave away a Benz. So, yeah, it was really dope. It was really dope to do that.
Wait, what kind of car do you own? Like when you're giving away these luxury cars?
You know what's crazy? After I sold my little Toyota, I moved from Dallas, Texas to Atlanta. I drove my little Toyota down there, and I had it for 3 years. I sold it on my $1 million journey when I was hustling up that $1 million. I haven't had a car since. I haven't had a car for 9 months. Isn't that crazy?
That is kind of. I haven't owned a car in 20 years, B Simone. You know. And
well, yeah, you live in New York, but I don't need one. I like Ubering. I like sitting in the back seat. I like relaxing. I like being on my phone, and I travel so much. If I spent money on a car right now, it would just be a waste of money. I'm trying to invest my money in something that's going to give me a return.
I heard that.
Right.
I got to ask you, too, because your life has changed since, just 3 years ago, and your social status and your financial status has changed. So hearing your thought process on what to spend on and what not to spend on, how has that part, how is that visualized, how these changes that you made in your life? You're living on a higher level now. What is it like?
Yeah, I think as young Black people, once we get our first taste of money or wealth or any type of success, sometimes we don't know what to do with it because we don't come from it. So I'm just trying to learn. I'm on this app called Clubhouse, which is a lot of people are on now, and I'm learning about real estate and investing and stocks and Airbnb and just where I can put my money instead of it just sitting in the bank and not making me any revenue. You don't want to waste it, but you want to make sure you invest in the right things. So I'm learning right now. I'm learning because, I don't know about that stuff. So we have to take the time and educate ourselves.
B Simone, I like it. 50 Cent once said, you're not really making money until your money is making money while you sleep. And so,
bingo.
Yeah, that's the goal.
That's the goal.
Your money has to be a part of your team.
Okay.
It has to be an employee for you. B Simone, I appreciate you, girl. One of my favorite multi-hyphenate queens. I'm so happy that we're reunited with you, love.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, you're so welcome. I'm wondering, because when it comes to our community, like you said, we oftentimes, maybe one generation back has some money, maybe, right? But oftentimes it's millennials who are really the first to take our family line to new heights. And a lot of times we've seen throughout our culture, and just society in general, that the goal is to have $1 million and you'll feel so much better, right? But I know throughout your journey, and you've been transparent throughout the whole time, that you know that's not completely true. Everything ebbs and flows. But what else have you gained that makes you feel as happy as when you succeeded and crossed that $1 million mark? Something that doesn't have to do with money.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? If you ask people, oh, you want $1 million? You want $1 million? And, oh, my goal is to make $1 million. If you ask half those people what would they do with it, they don't even know. So it's like you don't even need $1 million. It's just this thing that's out there. Mine was just a financial goal for myself by the age of 30, but I knew exactly what I wanted to do with my money. It brought me opportunities to open up more businesses, to invest in myself, and to help my family. I'm the first entrepreneur in my family. You know, my sister moved with me from Dallas, Texas. My baby cousin moved with me. I gave her a job at B Simone Beauty, my cosmetic line. I've given my best friend a job. She moved to Atlanta with her whole family, her 3 kids, and now she's the manager of my company. It's just giving people around me the opportunity to succeed. I think that's very, very important. Nobody wants to be the only boss. Nobody wants to be the only emergency contact. You know, I don't feel like you're really successful until the people around you are successful also. So, you know, it's giving me that opportunity. That's very fulfilling to help the people around me and my family, you know.
Word up.
Oh, go ahead, Tracy. Go for it. That sounds like you're about to go back in.
Yeah, because I love the brain of B Simone, and I love how it just represents this DIY type of generation that we're into. You know what I mean? And before that, the path was always like, you have to get through this door, and there's like someone who's holding it closed that you have to prove yourself to. And it's like, no, I can do this myself. And a lot of it, especially when we're using social media, has to do with collaboration. And when you start getting more successful, people want to collaborate with you more because they feel like it's going to help with their brand. So, B, can you just speak on the do's and don'ts when reaching out to someone to collaborate and what you look for in someone?
Yeah, I think just with collabs, it's not about having a lot of followers or being the biggest person on social media. I just think our brands need to coincide, go together, and each person has to bring something to the table. If I'm going to collab with you, it has to be valuable and beneficial for both of us, you know? So I think that's just the main thing. It's not about, you can reach out to me and just be starting. But if you're talented, you're dope, you have creative ideas, and you bring something to the table, it doesn't always have to be a following. It can be your mindset. It could be your ideas, your creativity. So as long as you're bringing something to the table and both of our brands can excel from the collab, then I think that's dope.
All right. I like that. Your language is, your conversation is a lot different, B Simone.
Yeah, you grow. And after you go through some stuff, you got to sit down for a minute and get yourself together. You know, I went through a lot of stuff, publicly and privately. So I'm getting myself together.
Well, I don't know much about the private stuff, but, you know, I tell you this, you made it when you got your community that's just harping on your every word and wanting you to be every image that they have of you for every individual. And I watched that, and I think in our community, we're to your point, we're 1 or 2 generations removed from any type of consistent wealth. I think wealth might be too powerful of a word. I'm a correct, Tracy. It wasn't the millennials. It's been Generation X, which is my generation. Anybody that was born in the 70s, late 60s, and through the 70s, I think we've been the ones that are the first generation to start acquiring. You know, a lot of us have made a couple of millions of dollars. When you look at the Jay-Z's and the 50 Cents and the T.
Very
Diddy's.
true.
Yeah, and every one of them have had public backlash from one reason or another. You cannot predict
For
what the
sure.
public's going to say. I saw a lot of the
For sure.
attacks you were getting. People didn't think you were reacting enough to what was going on with this country socially, and then you expressed yourself, and then that wasn't enough. You know,
For sure.
everything that happened with your book, and you came out and talked about that, and you were very open and transparent. And you said, you know what? I'm learning. I'm gonna do better. That won't happen again. And you even went on to say that, regardless, I can't be canceled because I'm doing the work. But in the process, B Simone, welcome to success, right?
So, I think that's with anybody. I mean, as celebrities, as public figures, our mistakes are just public. Everybody makes mistakes, and it's just time where I was sad, I was upset, I was angry because people weren't understanding me, and then I had to sit down and be like, okay, calm down. God is using you. Do some self-reflection. Just grow and move forward. That's all you can do. So I appreciate everybody that stood by my side up until this point, and even the people that don't understand me. I'm very vulnerable and open and transparent on my journey from when I was sleeping on the floor in Atlanta to now, my $1 million journey. So, I appreciate everybody that's just been on this journey with me. We're going to keep going. That's all you can do is keep going.
What's the biggest takeaway you learned from that time period of backlash?
The biggest takeaway, slow down. Slow down. My book was rushed. I had a lot of people's hands in it. I didn't double check everything. Slow down. Even with the 9 to 5 situation, watch your words, especially in interviews. Explain yourself. Go into depth more, because people will take one sentence and just run with those 5 words you said, but not pay attention to the other 500. Be careful. Just with your words and just be careful and slow down. I learned a lot from that, and I understand where people were coming from, and I don't want to, shit on nobody. Excuse my language. I don't even know if I could cuss on here, but
all right. Yeah.
I'm very, very transparent and relatable. So yeah, just slow down and be careful.
Slow down and be careful. B Simone is here. Tracy, you did an excellent. You gave an excellent insight of how how important partnerships are, especially in the digital space, and how you create partnerships. And B Simone, you connected with Footaction and Footaction.com, and this is amazing what they're doing. I know they're investing They pledged to invest $200 million into the Black community over the next 5 years. So salute to Footaction.
Major.
That's major. What is this collaboration about?
They're really, really supporting and pushing the narrative for women. And, they decided to collab with me. I'm so excited. We have baby girl merch. It drops on November 17th in select stores and on footaction.com. And we tied in, the campaign is love yourself. Baby girl, love yourself. And they asked me, why that? What's the message behind that? And, of course, as business owners, as brands, we are trying to sell our product. We want to get our product off the shelf. That is the goal. But with everything I do, from the book to my lip gloss to now this collab with Footaction, I put a message behind it that I'm going through in my real life, so I can be relatable and I can vibe with the consumer. And that's what I was going through, loving myself. After some things I went through personally and the things I went through in the media, the only thing that got me through those dark times was loving myself. Forget what the world thinks about you. Forget what that man thinks about you. Forget what your family, your parents, what do you think about you? When you love yourself, nothing else matters. And that is really the campaign behind this. It's simple, casual apparel, everyday wear, hoodies, leggings, joggers, and the campaign is Baby Girl, Love Yourself. And I'm so excited to push this narrative to young women. I'm so excited.
I like it. B Simone, ladies and gentlemen. B Simone.
Amen.
Are you still rapping?
You know what? I'm about to get back in the booth, Sway. I'm gonna get back in. I ain't done nothing since I was on your show last. I gotta get back in, start putting back out my freestyles and dropping music. I did a few things here and there, but I really need to lock in. So when I lock in, I definitely got to come back and rap.
Let's get it. Come on. You know where it goes. You spit them bars, and that shit went worldwide. Come on, B Simone. Come on.
It did. I was so nervous. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
You killed it, though.
You taught me how to say baby.
Thank you.
I was saying baby girl, but I was saying that. Remember that? I was killing it.
I was very proud of that. I was very
Thank you.
proud of that moment.
So look, congratulations, B Simone. We want to have you on so you can talk about this Footaction collaboration. If people want to learn more about it, just go to footaction.com, right?
Yep.
And then Tuesday, November. Go ahead.
Yep, footaction.com or my Instagram, the B Simone. It drops on November 17th.
All right, you take care, and hey, stay the course. You got this, B Simone. You
Yes,
got
you
it.
do.
Okay.
Thank you guys. Love.
Love.
Love
B
to you
Simone,
too,
y'all.
sis.
All right, Sway in the morning, shade 4-5.
The one that acts like a pro.